Akito, let's pick up already.
Huh? My name is Sanjo Akito. I'm 22 years old, working as a taxi driver. Right now, my girlfriend since high school, Akaba Mio, suddenly told me she wanted to break up. You can't just say that out of nowhere. Today's our anniversary, too. Did I do something to piss you off, Mio?
Don't take it the wrong way. This isn't about you doing anything wrong.
Then why? We've been doing fine until now.
I just don't feel romantic about you anymore, that's all.
Her cold words hit me like a punch, and I felt dizzy.
We were just going through the motions, Akito. Tell me, when was the last time your heart actually raced being with me?
I couldn't answer. To me, she was precious. But the truth was, it had been years since I felt that thrill with her.
See? You can't even answer. We were both over it a long time ago. I know you were probably seriously thinking about our future, weren't you?
That's right. I never doubted I'd marry Mio someday.
But honestly, that feels heavy to me now. I want something brighter, more exciting. Think about it. We stayed together all through high school and college. But marrying your first love? That hardly ever happens. We're both still in our 20s. We should meet more people, fall in love more, and enjoy life.
How could she talk about the future with such shining eyes? I couldn't understand her at all.
Oh, I still like you, Akito. As a person. That's why we should stay good friends.
That's impossible. After all this time together, I've never felt so disconnected from you as I do now.
Why would you say that? I really thought we could end things positively today.
Sorry. Don't worry, it's not like I still have feelings for you. I just don't want to be here with you anymore. That's something you'll never understand. Goodbye.
Akito, wait!
Her desperate voice followed me, but I walked away without once looking back. And that's the story of me and my ex, Mio.
Dude, that's brutal. Breaking up on your anniversary? That's cold.
She did you a favor. That girl pretends to care, but she just wanted to be free without guilt.
Time passed and I turned 26. Ever since graduating from my low-ranked high school, I've been driving taxis. These two were a drunk couple I just picked up. A little too much energy, but not bad people. Didn't think the Shibuya-style look was still around. Looks like something out of an old men's magazine.
Driver, come on, call it a night. Let's go drinking together, our treat.
No way, I'm working. So, how did you two meet?
Oh, us? I was drinking alone at home and suddenly wanted to watch an old movie, so I went to the rental store.
Yeah, total destiny. We reached for the same DVD and our hands touched. Then I was like, just watch it at my place.
You met today?
Crazy, right? Oh, hey, driver. Did you know most of these rental stores are fashion shops now? See ya. Thanks for chatting with us.
Thanks.
Alright, be careful, you're both still pretty drunk. After dropping them off, I checked my phone and saw a missed call. Mom? What's up? This is so good! Mom, you've leveled up again.
You always say everything I cook tastes good.
Well, except, I'll admit, when it comes to fried chicken, yours is the best.
Oh, really? Then you can forget about anything but fried chicken from now on.
Wait, no! Don't take the food away!
After that call from my mom, I rushed back home to Kyoto for the first time in a while.
Sorry for the sudden call. You must be busy with work.
It's fine, I missed your cooking anyway. I live in Kobe now. Kyoto's not far. I could come back any weekend. But that closeness makes me put it off, thinking I can always go anytime. After dinner, we gathered in the tatami room. I hadn't come back just to see my parents.
We mentioned this on the phone, but you've received a formal marriage proposal.
Whoa, this photo's real? Why would someone like this, perfect looks, perfect family, be interested in a lowly taxi driver like me? The photos showed a stunning woman I could barely believe was real. Her name is Sanzai Misaki, 27, a year older than me. She runs her family's tea ceremony school, a true refined lady. Considering our family's standing, it's not strange for such a proposal to come. The Sanjo family isn't rich anymore, but it's an old established house. Even I forget sometimes, being the only son, but the family name still carries weight.
We actually met Misaki the other day. She was exactly as in the photo. Graceful, polite, and very kind.
She does have some complicated circumstances about marriage, but that's for her to tell you herself.
Yes, we want you to meet her and judge her for yourself.
Of course, if you're not interested, you can decline. Both families are just normal now, and both you and Misaki are independent working adults. Something this important should be your decision alone. But you're both at the age where staying single much longer will be unusual.
Honestly, I wasn't hung up on Mio, but after her I lost interest in love for a while. Maybe this could be the spark I need. I agreed to the meeting, and later I found myself at a traditional restaurant in Kyoto, facing Misaki. She sat in front of me, her delicate face turned toward the garden outside. She's even more beautiful than in the photo. Am I really meeting someone like this? I'm just an average-looking, low-ranked high school grad. No, I have to at least start a conversation. It's such a serene atmosphere here. Do you often come to places like this, Misaki?
Yes, often for social occasions. You, Akito, don't seem very comfortable here.
You could tell? I've never been good with formal settings. Honestly, it's embarrassing.
As long as you mind basic manners, just be yourself. That way we can truly get to know each other. You don't have to hold back with me. We're only a year apart, so treat me like a friend.
I'm surprised. Honestly, I thought she lived in a different world. I figured the meeting would end quickly, but... how should I put it? Misaki, you're actually pretty straightforward. I like that about you.
Akito, you're more charming when your shoulders are this relaxed.
Ah, that's the first time she's smiled. Seeing her like this, she really is gorgeous and cute. I'm happy to hear that. After that, Misaki and I talked about all sorts of things until we forgot the time. Our favorite movies, or hobbies, the moments when we feel the happiest. By then, she was no longer someone from another world sitting across from me.
Akito, you must be wondering why I never tried to marry anyone until now.
Well, yes. Someone as beautiful, well-born, and pleasant as you must have no shortage of suitors.
I lost the ability to feel romantic love at some point.
Okay.
Yes, I'm defective. I can't fall in love with anyone. What man would want to marry a woman who says, I can't love you?
With her eyes lowered as she spoke, Misaki looked terribly lonely, and my chest tightened.
Even so, I still have a dream. To be with someone, be blessed with a healthy child, and build a peaceful home.
That's wonderful. Misaki's eyes flew wide at the words that slipped out of my mouth. Her words made me realize something. When I broke up with Mio, yes, I no longer felt romantic love for her. But even then, what I truly wanted was... Misaki, would you try building that happy home with me? Of course, I'm not saying right away. So I want you to get to know me better, and I want to get to know you more too. This might sound weird, but I could somehow picture us building that kind of home together.
Akito, yes. I'd like to get to know you more as well.
After about half a year of dating, Misaki and I decided to get married. Misaki, our romance didn't begin in the usual way, but I swear I'll make you happy.
Yes, thank you, Akito.
Oh, so sleepy. Misaki moved in with me in Kobe. One thing I worry about is her commute, so we'll consider moving eventually. Her tea ceremony school near Kyoto Station is a little over an hour and a half away. Another issue is that as a taxi driver with alternate day shifts, I often get home before dawn, so our rhythms don't line up.
Akito, good work today. I'm leaving in a few hours, so please sleep in today. I prepared something easy to digest for a late night meal. Also, even on your days off, limit yourself to 1 beer. It's hard on your body. Good night.
A note from Misaki was on the table along with the food. You worry too much. Thanks, Misaki.
First, let's learn the name of these tools. This is the chawan, the chasen, and the chasaku. Handle the tools with great care. That mindset is part of the way of tea.
That day, at Misaki's suggestion, I came to her tea ceremony class.
Oh my, Mr. Sanjo, your legs already look strained.
I'm fine. It's nothing.
We've still got a long session ahead. Everyone, feel free to relax your legs.
Looking around, most attendees were older than me, and they watched me endure the numbness with amused eyes.
If Mr. Sanjo relaxes, everyone else will be able to relax too.
Seeing me blush, Misaki couldn't help but smile. It's super embarrassing, but if I get to see this kind of smile from usually composed Misaki, it's worth it.
My, you two really are a loving couple.
At first I had my worries, but married life with Misaki has been nothing but happiness. And at last...
Hi-ya!
This is our child. I'm your dad. Thank you for being born healthy. Misaki, you did great. Thank you. Really. Thank you.
Because you were watching over me the whole time, Akito. That's why I could do it.
A year and a half after we married, a treasure was born to us. A healthy baby girl named Fuka.
Is it good, Fuka? Yeah, I love the hamburger steaks here. That's fine, but don't push the vegetables aside. You have to eat them too. Bleh, green peas are bitter.
Come on, I don't like them even now.
Good grief, you too?
3 years and a bit have passed, and Fuka now goes to kindergarten. On our way back from a family outing, we stopped by a family restaurant. Misaki's cooking is the best, but sometimes it's important to give her a break by eating out. That's when...
Huh? Akito, is that you?
I heard a voice I thought I'd never hear again. Mio.
Hey, long time no see.
Seeing Misaki and her daughter eating with me, Mio looked like she instantly regretted speaking up, but quickly patched over it.
Mio, who are these people? Someone you know?
I was too startled to notice right away, but there was a handsome, refreshing-looking guy standing next to her.
Yeah, this is Akito Sanjo, my classmate from high school.
Nice to meet you. I'm Akito Sanjo.
Oh, likewise. I'm Jumonji Takeru, Mio's boyfriend.
And those two are...
I introduced Misaki and Fuka to Mio and her boyfriend. Then, naturally, we ended up chatting and eating together.
Wow, I never thought you'd be married with a kid, Akito. Well, given our age, it's not that surprising, I guess.
Mio kept the mood warm and friendly. Her social skills were still as strong as ever.
Oh, since we're here, I want to hear how you and Misaki met and got married. We started with an arranged meeting. Huh?
The moment she heard arranged meeting, the air around Mio changed completely. Her face went white, and tears fell one by one onto the table.
Mio, what's wrong? Are you in pain?
Mr. Jumonji leapt up and rubbed her back desperately.
What do I do? I might have done something really awful to you, Akito. I'm sorry I lied, Takeru. Akito and I dated until I graduated from college. But I was the one who asked to break up. Back then, Akito was definitely angry. But I never imagined I'd pushed him so far he had to go to do an arranged meeting.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Akito. You were so shocked by our breakup that you asked your parents to find someone for you, right? I hurt your heart and robbed you of the chance to have a normal, happy romance, didn't I?
What do you mean normal? And don't get all worked up on your own. I wanted to keep things civil for Mr. Jumonji's sake, but I couldn't hold back my anger anymore. It felt like she was denying the happiness Misaki and I and Fuka had built up. To someone who worships romance like you, arranged meetings might seem old-fashioned, but...
Please don't decide our happiness for us.
Misaki...
I'm sorry for losing my composure. Would you let me tell a little of my past?
Composed once more, Misaki softened her brows and began, bit by bit, to tell a past even I hadn't heard. From elementary through high school, Misaki attended a traditional escalator-style school. In elementary and junior high, she still had a normal school life, but...
You know, Misaki really feels like she lives in a different world than us. Yeah, I like Hayashi-senpai, but I think he likes Misaki. If Misaki's the rival, that's rough. She barely wears makeup and she still looks like that. I hate to say it, but being in the same year as Misaki puts us at a huge disadvantage.
Once in high school, when cost and romance became everyday concerns, she started to be isolated. Her looks stood out far too much, and her spotless integrity backfired. She wouldn't badmouth people to match the mood, or suck up to anyone.
That in turn drew resentment. Can't read the room, high and mighty saint. I was called all sorts of things, so this was the only way I had. No way! So you turned down Hayashi-senpai's confession? Yes. The truth is, I seem to be the type who can't fall in love with anyone. I still remember the relieved looks on their faces when I said that. I see. Thanks for telling us. But everyone's different, don't worry about it. After that, I was allowed back into the circle. It was my way of getting by. Of course, I never once considered them friends, and I cut ties the moment we graduated. But that experience still left a scar on me. What began as a coping tactic turned into truly being unable to love anyone. I brainwashed myself.
That's why, when we first met, I said I was a defective person who couldn't fall in love.
But Akito gave me something else. This family.
Eh?
I didn't have an ordinary youth or bittersweet romance. But I have Akito and Fuka. This family. I can say it with confidence. That I love my husband and daughter from the bottom of my heart. Even without romantic feelings, I could love my family.
Misaki...
Right. Seems I said something unnecessary. I'd better not get in the way anymore. Let's go, Takeru.
Mio, does this family not look happy to you?
Huh?
Suddenly, Jumonji's tone turned cold, and Mio's face froze.
We're not kids anymore, are we? I was looking for someone who could seriously think about the future. And I thought it would be nice if that could be with you.
Hey, Takeru, what's with you all of a sudden?
I wanted a family like Akito's. But to you, their life looks like a fake put together by an arranged meeting.
Wait, I didn't go that far.
I can tell from your face and attitude right now. Looks like you can finally see past what love blinded you for so long.
You mean?
Yeah, you and I differ in our values where it matters. I'm honestly shocked. Romantic feelings can vanish this easily.
No way!
I know I'm being selfish. You can hate me if you want. Goodbye, Mio.
With that, Jumonji paid for Mio's share as well and left.
Shall we go too?
Yeah, let's. Fuka looks sleepy.
Mommy, read me the kitty book when we get home. All right, but then you'll have to stay awake a little longer.
Once we left, only Mio remained there, stunned and alone. A bit of what happened to Mio after that. Being dumped by Jumonji suddenly crushed her with guilt toward me. She felt a hollow, as if something important had been ripped out of her, and even quit her job.
Akito, if I hadn't chosen wrong back then, we could have...
Every time she saw families out in town, she agonized over whether her choice had been a mistake, unable to find her own happiness.
Wow, so pretty! No running, Fuka. Honestly, you really have energy to spare.
2 years later, we came as a family to see the illuminations a little early. I haven't been here since Mio and I broke up. I never thought I'd one day purely enjoy a trip here with my family like this. Misaki, I'm really happy right now. Let me say it again. This family is my treasure. And I love you as my wife and as a woman.
Akito?
At first, I fell for you as my wife. And now, being with you like this makes my heart race too. I gently squeezed Misaki's hand.
I haven't felt that feeling in a very long time. But right now I do feel my heart beating louder than usual. I don't know if this feeling is the same as yours, but the only person I can imagine loving as my husband is you.
Yeah, me too. We started our love from a different phase than most people. Even so, this feeling of loving each other is always at the center of our hearts. And maybe we'll fall in love in the reverse order from most people.
Something fell. The inside of the envelope came out.
It was my girlfriend, Michiru Kanzaki. She was in my class. My bad, thank you.
Wait. Application for a scholarship? Seigo, I thought you were the son of a CEO.
Oh yeah, I am. But my family is middle class, and college tuition is not a small amount to pay off.
Middle class? You're an only child, right? But you still need a scholarship? Does that mean... No way. Yearly salary is 2 million yen? I can't be with someone that broke.
She felt some type of way about my financial situation. She looked at my papers without asking and spoke its contents out loud. What? The two of them said the business was going well. No way.
But that's what it says here. What do you mean middle class? I chose you because I thought you were an heir and rich. But you have no money. I'm glad I found out early. I'm dumping you, so don't act like you're my boyfriend anymore.
What? What do you mean, Michiru? I thought she enjoyed spending time with me. After she dumped me suddenly, my brain stopped working. At the same time that I learned that I was poor, I was dumped by my girlfriend. My name is Seigo Shinohara. This was the summer of my last year in high school.
Exactly. His family is shockingly super poor.
Until graduation, Michiru told everyone about my family.
I was about to get sucked in. Why would anyone choose to be poor? I don't think you should speak so badly about other families. I was the one being tricked, so I can do this much, can't I?
The people around me were sympathetic. I didn't have such a hard time there. What was hard was realizing I hadn't known how bad the financial situation was for my family. Mom and Dad were pretending so I wouldn't know. We're family, so they should have told me. Then I could... But what could a high schooler like me even do?
Welcome home. Food's gonna be a while, so go take a bath.
I'd graduated college and turned 28. I had also married Sumire, whom I met at work. We're saving up now for our wedding, but we were already living a happy newlywed life. It smells good. Meat and potatoes?
I learned the recipe from your mom. She told me this was your favorite.
Sumire hugged me affectionately. Coming home to her was my favorite thing. Hey, Sumire, my parents are 60 now. We struggled a lot, but they kept the family together with a smile. They took care of me. I want to thank them. What should I do? I worked at my parents' printing company. Once my parents retired, I was set to take over. I was able to graduate because the two of them always kept us together, even in hard times. I wanted to repay them somehow.
I see. How about this? Special seats on an express train? Can we be frivolous like this?
At Sumire's suggestion, we were on a trip to some hot springs. Our destination was a famous hot springs area that my parents wanted to visit. It's a celebration, so of course it's fine. They sell stuff in the cars too, so eat whatever you want.
We're not children, so we won't go crazy.
Oh. My dad started to whimper. I had a feeling this would happen, so I laughed weakly. I never thought the day would come where we get to enjoy fancy things as a family. Right, dear?
Yes, dear.
Anytime we did something a little fancy, my dad would always talk about the past. Now, it was in the past, but the business was worse off than I imagined back then. Ever since online printing services became a thing, our company lost business. Your mom and I wondered what we could do. After you found out, you thought of ideas with us.
Dad, we can't beat bigger places with mass printing, so maybe we can do single prints. Or same-day printing. In high school, these were the only ideas I had, but my parents had already tried them. Even if they did same-day prints, they would only get one order, so things didn't get better.
Maybe paper isn't a thing nowadays. I feel like I can make more money working part-time and shutting down the company.
No, let's think a little more. I'll work hard to come up with ideas. Are there any ideas that can change the situation? I put my brain to work and thought of something. Maybe we can expand our clientele. Original calendars for gifts, wedding invitations, documents for arranged marriages. For when you want a limited amount but something special, I thought maybe there was a demand for that. If we start a social media account along with that, people might be interested. And it was a hit. People came rushing in to order.
This person wants to make a calendar as a gag birthday gift.
These documents are great for the families to get to know each other in this arranged marriage. I would have wanted something like this too.
After we expanded our client base, business got better. We were successfully able to escape our low yearly profits.
Because of you, we're still able to work.
We can't thank you enough. And now you've taken us on this lovely trip.
Okay, I get it. I didn't want to just stand by while my family was struggling, that's all.
I know you're happy, but you're acting tough.
Also, it wasn't because of me that the others came in. It was because of Sumire's Zines, too.
Huh? You promised not to talk about that. Oh? The manga about the two boys that are friends. The one you always make before summer? Don't talk about it!
Sumire was bright red. She looked like she wanted to hide. But because of Sumire, many artists that knew her ordered from us every year. Word spread, and we've gotten orders from all kinds of artists. Each order was small, but it was a big deal to have regular clients. We were thankful. I realized there aren't many printing companies that respond to immediate requests. You can't find places that can do orders right up to the deadline, so there was a demand from people who couldn't utilize other printing places. We were having fun on the way to our destination. Before we knew it, we were at our inn.
Oh, I can't believe I get to stay in such a nice place. And in a special room.
Sumire was on the website in the middle of the night to book it.
I didn't think my skills of getting tickets would be useful here.
My parents were so happy, it made me happy too. I felt glad we brought them here. I'm gonna check in, so wait there. I directed Sumire and my parents to a sofa and went to a special counter to check into our room.
Thank you, Seigo. Whoa, are these coffee machines all free? We're getting all the special treatment.
Yes, we can drink cappuccinos and mochas. I don't know what to choose. Please wait here.
Thank you. It was a bit busy, so I had to wait a little. That was when...
Seigo?
Michiru? Someone called me by my first name. It was the Michiru that had dumped me in high school. My mood dropped like a roller coaster. What an unhappy coincidence.
It is you. Long time no see. What are you doing here?
What? I'm here to stay here. It's a family trip.
Family trip? You took a leap, huh?
What does that mean?
There's no way a family that makes as much as yours could stay in an expensive place like this.
How old is your info? We're here for my parents' 60th birthdays. What's wrong with doing something fancy for a celebration?
fun, I guess. You're a deadweight son that went to a college even though your family only makes 2.5 million yen. You should repay them as much.
You're here, so that means you found the rich boyfriend of your dreams?
That's right. He's not here because he's greeting the owner of this inn. Do you know the Narimiya group? My boyfriend is the heir.
Narimiya was a huge company that dabbled in all sorts of industries. Even I knew them.
He's 30, so I'm sure he's thinking about marriage. That means I'm going to be part of their family soon.
So I guess they weren't engaged yet. But I didn't mention that because I felt like it would be trouble. I just wanted her to go away. Wow, marrying into that kind of family sounds tough.
Yeah, but it's easy for a woman like me who has the guts and ambition. Enjoy your trip. I'm sure you won't be able to come again.
You don't have to tell me.
Oh yeah. Don't do anything embarrassing like taking all the amenities you can. Enjoy!
She said what she said and finally left. God, she's annoying. They have some fresh desserts over there. Let's buy some.
Who was the one that was all excited to get gelato?
After checking in, we were walking around the town.
We're walking around to eat, so let's eat whatever we want.
Sumire and they were enjoying themselves, but I was worried about Michiru.
Seigo? Seigo? Seigo!
Sorry, what is it?
Did you hear me? We're going to the museum. Is there anywhere you want to stop by?
Oh, I'm fine. Let's go to the museum.
Are you okay? You seem strange.
I'm fine. I had a lot of work to do yesterday, so I'm a little sleepy.
Okay. If you don't feel well, you can leave me with your parents and rest.
I'm really fine. Let's go. I didn't want to worry Sumire. There was no point in thinking about Michiru if I didn't know where she'd be. There's no reason for me to be scared of her now. I told myself that I could stand proud if we were to go head-to-head now. I put on a smile and followed Sumire.
Oh, this is it. I wanted to see this.
Everything looks the same to me.
You're so funny.
I'm the same as my dad. Oh, Dad, that area looks easier to understand. We enjoyed the museum. By the time we finished looking around, I'd forgotten about Michiru. But as soon as we left,
What? Why are you here?
we ran into Michiru, who was about to go into the museum. Before we could run away, she spoke to us. It was the worst. It's just a coincidence.
Seigo? Is this a friend?
Classmate from high school.
Oh my, what a coincidence you're running into her here.
Oh, you're the low-income parents.
What?
Hey, what the hell is your problem? Are you Seigo's wife? I heard he got married and wondered who it was. How sad. There's no reason for you to marry into a company that's about to go down.
Michiru, what's wrong? I was thinking about how to end this conversation when the man next to her spoke up.
Tasku! They have a company, but their income is only 2.5 million yen. Isn't that laughable?
This Tasku was probably the heir of Narimiya.
They're pretending to be cultured and visiting a museum. They're poor, but staying in an expensive inn. I'm sure they don't have the means to enjoy anything else.
Low income? Poor? What are you talking about?
What? It was on the scholarship paperwork in high school. I was surprised to run into him at the inn. If I kept dating Seigo without knowing about the 2.5 million yen, I would have been sucked into the broke life too. We were about to see beautiful things, but you all ruined it.
You're the one that ruined things. You really killed the fun mood.
Who was so scary? Poor people have no room for fun. They get angry so easily. Tasku, let's leave them.
Michiru smiled and clung to Tasku. But Tasku sighed. Michiru, let's break up.
What?
I didn't know you were this rotten. I can't listen to any more of that.
Wait, Tasku, what's wrong?
I was thinking about breaking up with you before the trip. When we started dating, you were kind and pleasant. but I felt weird at times. I didn't think you were hiding such a terrible personality from me. I think she felt comfortable and excited that they were close enough to go on a trip together. Michiru realized she had messed up. She scrambled.
Wait, I was joking. I didn't think you'd take me seriously.
A joke makes people laugh. What you said wasn't a joke. They were just insults to make people feel bad. I'm sorry for what Michiru said, everyone. It's fine. She's always been like this, so I think you made the right choice.
Seigo! Tadasku, I'm sorry. I'll be careful next time I make jokes, okay?
There's no way I'd keep dating someone so terrible who's only after money.
Don't say that. I'm not after your money. I really love you.
No. If I ever lose my money, you'll definitely leave me. Like my mom did.
Oh yeah, it was on the news a long time ago.
I just learned this, but when he was young, Narimiya almost went under. Yes, it was a lot worse than was on the news. My mom abandoned us and left on her own. It's funny, right? I can't believe you're the same. I'm ashamed. Can a family support each other when finances get tough? Maybe running away was an option for my parents. Did that thought cross their minds? Still, they didn't let it show. They kept the family together.
It's okay. If we think of ideas together, it'll be fine.
Yeah, how about this? Things won't always go well. But things went well because we supported each other that day. That's why we're here on this trip. There's one thing I believe when it comes to families. I think my parents and Sumire are the same. It's not always a bad thing to choose your family based on how they benefit you, but seeing someone as a tool for making money is wrong. At that point, you can't call someone family.
Acting holier than thou. Do you think you're better than me because you're married? That's all you got from that? You're a sad person. What? You called me sad earlier, but I'm very happy. I feel like I'm his family. No matter what happens, he won't betray me, and I won't either. You only think about money, so you may not understand. What the hell? You're just a broke person acting tough.
I could tell that isn't the case. I think they got through a lot as a family. If you want to marry a rich person, be prepared for the risks that come with it. I hope you find someone that accepts that terrible personality of yours.
Tasku, don't say that. You're all I have.
I wasn't sure if she heard what we had said or not.
What's this? I didn't know Mr. Narimiya was here. Mr. Shinohara, thank you for coming.
Long time no see. You look well.
It was the museum owner. We've known her for a while.
You know her?
Yes, of course I know Mr. Narimiya, but Mr. Shinohara saved my life.
We started same-day printing to save our business. But the one order we got was from this museum. My parents chose this area because they wanted to come here.
I was panicking. It was an important event with important people. We realized we had no pamphlets on the second day. We couldn't find a place to print our stuff and we were devastated.
We worked overtime.
Thanks to that, I wasn't fired. I heard you're doing well.
What does that mean?
You probably didn't know, but after all that, we started a new service that went well. Sales kept going up. We're making steady sales now. I'll correct you for my parents' sake, but my dad alone makes 10 million now.
10 million?
You kept saying 2.5, but I was wondering what you were talking about.
It's been 10 years. Even if you didn't know anything, you'd think something would have changed.
You should say so. You were just laughing at me on the inside.
I thought it wasn't classy to talk about salary, but you said all that in front of everyone and insulted my family.
What? So you're the heir, and if I kept dating you?
Michiru mumbled something. The museum owner must have felt some type of way too. She ignored her.
You're here on a family trip.
Yes, it's my parents' 60th.
Congratulations. Let's celebrate soon.
I'm sorry to cause such trouble during your celebration. Would you like to have dinner at a restaurant near here? I have a reservation at 7 p.m.
What? Wait, we were supposed to go to that.
I made the reservation. It's none of your business. I'll let them know how many people are coming, if you'd like.
Really? We'll take it.
Michiru, let's go back. I'm canceling our inn, and I'll take you home. That's the end of that.
No, don't say that! Think it over, Tasku!
Michiru was ripped away from us. I bet she made a fuss in the car. I felt like we could finally enjoy the hot springs area.
Tasku, hey, come out! I thought about it all, so hear me out.
Even though she was clearly dumped, Michiru went to Tasku's house. I have nothing to say. Go home. She didn't give up though, and he called the cops on her. Michiru kept going, and he ended up getting a restraining order on her. People at her work were talking about her too.
Wait, didn't she say she was gonna marry an heir? That she was gonna retire?
Yeah, she was bragging all this time, but she's still here. She must have been dumped. Or it was in her head. I can hear you!
She had too much pride to hear all this. She quit. She pawned a gift she got from Tasku and bought some food with the money.
Seigo, work hard for Sumire.
A year after the trip, we finally had our wedding. Of course.
Sumire, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
We were already married, but having this ceremony made us so happy.
Do you vow to be together in sickness and in health?
I do.
I do.
We may encounter unforeseen hardships, but I know we can support each other. I know that families support each other when times are hard. A small factory in a big world. An ordinary man was living his life.
Okada, the deadline's coming up, so I'm counting on you.
Yes, sir. The sounds of machines, the sounds of coworkers. I listen to the sounds of my life. My name is Shingo Okada. I was wearing my work uniform, soaked in the scent of grease. I was 27, working at an auto parts factory. Sir, did you eat breakfast? You won't last until lunch.
Okada, you can hear my stomach through the noise of all these machines?
He held his stomach shyly and laughed. He was the factory chief. He was friendly and took care of his workers. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to listen. Please, eat. I've always had sensitive hearing. I could hear all kinds of sounds. As a kid, I didn't like that sometimes. But my mom would laugh and say it was my talent. Thanks to that, I think of it as my strength.
The chief looked happy eating his rice ball in the office. He said you were kind.
I was drinking coffee in the break area when a woman came up to me laughing. Her name is Kurara Ushiro, 29. She works in the office of this little factory. She's in accounting, and she's my girlfriend. Hello, Miss Ushiro. I'm glad to hear that. She was around 2 years older than me. We started dating 6 months ago. I think it started from something small. Do you need something from our employee here? One day, I saw a group of shady guys bothering Miss Ushiro outside the factory. I intervened. Miss Ushiro said she was really scared and started telling me she liked me after that.
I love you for protecting me then. I want you to go out with me.
6 months ago, she told me this, and we started dating. I have bosses that I look up to, coworkers I can work hard with, and a girlfriend that supports me. I'm lucky. I was living a happy life, but... Huh? Are you Okada? A man passing by the factory called out to me. Miss Ushiro and I looked at him. Shirakawa? Why are you here? I work at a company near here. I switched jobs, so now I'm in sales. Okada, I heard you were working at some factory, but what's this? Your uniform is so dirty. You were always pretty dumb, so I guess you can only do this kind of stuff. Shiito Shirakawa. We were in the same class and have known each other since preschool. He always targeted me. I hadn't seen him since high school, but he hasn't changed.
Shingo, do you know him?
Mitsushiro tugged at my finger and asked me hesitantly. Honestly, I didn't want to introduce him to her. I didn't know what to tell her, so I nodded silently. Oh, excuse me. I'm a former classmate of his. Are you all right? This greasy man is not good enough for a beautiful woman like you.
What? Beautiful? You look nice in your suit too.
Mitsushiro looked happy to be called beautiful. I guess being complimented is nice. Thank you. I just got it made. As a salesman, I have to mind how I look. Apparently, Shirakawa just switched jobs to a company near here. As soon as he found out that Mitsushiro was my girlfriend, he got close and started talking to her. I'm gonna go back to work now. It must be hard to be blue collar. Get greasy and work hard, Okada. Ha ha. You don't have to tell me. Blue collar. I know that's what you call people who work physical jobs. Shirakawa looked down on people like that. He took pride in being a white-collar salesman. That day, my peaceful life started falling apart. A month later, on a day in August.
I'm sorry, Shingo. I want to start thinking about my future. My mom told me I should marry someone in a suit, so you understand, right?
Mitsushiro was 29. I knew she was around the age where people started thinking about marriage. Still, Mitsushiro had said that we could get to know each other slowly, but in the end, she chose her partner based on their job. It can't be helped. Ha! She said she wanted me over some factory worker. I saw Shirakawa pull her in like he owned her, and said my goodbye to her. This festival hasn't changed since we were kids. It was the middle of August. It was a holiday in Japan, so I was back home. I was at a small local festival that was held annually at the shrine. Anytime I came home, I would come to this shrine. Maybe I'll buy some noodles and go home. Hey, Shingo! What are the chances? How have you been? Shuta? You were back too? Yeah, I make it a thing to come visit my Grammy during this holiday. It was my friend from back home, Shuta Aoki. He was a year older than me, but we played together a lot in elementary school. In 5th grade, he moved because of his parents' work. He loved his grandma. He always came to visit his grandma's gravesite. He was a truly kind friend. Oh, yeah, Shingo, you come too. Let's do a mini reunion. Mini reunion? I tilted my head. He smiled at me like a little boy. It reminded me of old times. Everyone, I found Shingo, so I brought him. All my local friends who happened to be at the festival were huddled in the corner of the shrine. Some of them were Shuta's classmates, and some were mine. Back then, we all played together. Are you surprised? We didn't plan this. We all happened to see each other. Are you feeling emo? The familiar faces, all the memories came rushing back. I felt emo.
Shingo, how are you?
Miss Suzuki? Long time no see. Probably since our coming of age day. I'm doing good.
You haven't changed.
Hmm? Her eyes rounded for a second. Then she put on a lovely smile. Mika Suzumoto. She was like a goddess to us back then.
How are you now? You're not in the area anymore, right?
Yeah, I live in the city by myself. I work at a small factory there.
You're a factory worker? Does that mean you wear uniforms?
She kept confirming that I did, but I didn't feel like she was insulting me.
you something.
What?
What kind of uniform do you wear? There are all kinds of colors and types, right?
Huh? I wear a jumpsuit, I guess?
A jumpsuit? You wear a jumpsuit to work?
Huh? Miss Suzumoto? Why are you buried all of a sudden? I was puzzled by this first-time reaction. Why was she buried? She kept mumbling and held her red cheeks with her small hands. I rubbed my eyes, but she was still buried.
I love...
What?
Mika, calm down. I know you like guys in work uniforms more than in suits, but...
It was Miss Kurumoto. I remembered her as the responsible person who took care of Miss Suzumoto.
I'm sorry, Okada. Mika has a thing for guys in work uniforms. She especially loves jumpsuits.
I see. That scared me. The holiday season was over. It was the first weekend since I came back to my hometown. Thankfully, I wasn't sad about Miss Ushiro. After that mini reunion, Shuta suggested we all go to an izakaya nearby. I exchanged contact info with Miss Suzumoto there. She said she wanted to meet today.
Why aren't you in your jumpsuit?
I wear normal clothes on weekends. She looked truly disappointed. Her cheeks were red. She was so cute. You really like jumpsuits, huh? I'm sorry to let you down.
Oh, you've always been so pure and honest.
Huh? Really? I never noticed myself.
Even when you talked about your ex-girlfriend, you didn't say anything bad about her.
That night at the reunion, I opened up to everyone about being dumped. I knew it wasn't a fun story, so I cut it short. I didn't know that's how she saw it.
I always thought you were a kind person, but you can get a little angrier, you know?
Since I was young, I never talked a lot. I wasn't the type to wear my heart on my sleeve. People always said I was hard to read.
Okay, I'm gonna go crazy for your sake today too.
Thank you. I feel better already.
Already? We haven't even started.
I bet she doesn't know how much her smile saves people. We started seeing each other pretty frequently. My time with Miss Suzumoto, no, with Mika, was my comfort. Time passed. It was the next spring. Miss Ushiro said her goodbyes to the workers. It's been 6 months since she married Shirakawa. She was leaving the company.
Stay healthy, Mr. Okada.
You helped me grow a lot. I couldn't just say bye. The other workers did not like her either. I wonder how she felt.
Okada, you're a really good kid. You've been through a lot, but you were polite to her.
You're also the kindest. I don't compare. I can be like this because of everyone's support.
I'm looking forward to continuing to work with you, Okada.
I'll continue to work hard. I didn't feel anything anymore toward Miss Ushiro. I wanted to do whatever I could for this company. A few months later, it was summer again. Work was going normally. This sound. There was a strange sound coming from the large press machine. I checked it again, but I heard the sound again.
Okada, you're frozen. What's wrong?
Since it was the busy period, the factory chief was here. He looked puzzled. Sir, there's a strange sound coming from the press. It happens even at low rotation, so I think it's worn down.
What?
Everyone around me stopped what they were doing. We should take it apart and inspect it. It could be fatal. But the deadline, the workers couldn't hide their worry. It made sense. The other day, we had some trouble with a client and our deadline was right there.
I'm surprised you noticed. Normally, you'd only hear it if you work it too hard.
This was a small factory. We didn't have a safety team like bigger companies, so the factory chief took that responsibility.
Honestly, if we stop at all today, we won't meet the deadline. But you're right. I have absolute trust in your knowledge and ears. I'll take responsibility. Okada, can you help?
Yes, I'll do it right away. Can everyone else help too? We used a ceiling crane and other machines to check. As a result, we found that the bearings were worn down. We had to replace them right away to prevent an accident.
I didn't think it was this bad. This was dangerous.
After, we kept checking and taking it apart. We managed to fix the press machine somehow. It delayed our work, but we were able to minimize the delay.
You really saved us. If we kept going, we would have been delayed multiple days rather than one. Great job.
My coworkers agreed with him. But because we had to put our work on pause, there was no room in the schedule. At this rate, I won't make it to my thing today. I sent a message of apology during my break. It was 8 p.m. It was way past the end of the day. I went home with my hands still dirty. I feel so bad for Mika. I had made plans to see Mika today. It was her birthday. I had made reservations at a fancy restaurant and canceled the day of.
Shingo!
Hmm?
I'm here.
Mika was there in front of the factory. She saw how surprised I was and laughed. She didn't look upset at all. Mika, I'm so sorry for today. You came all this way.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother you, but I wanted to see you. And I thought it was my chance to see you in a jumpsuit, so I had to. I knew it. You look so good. You're so handsome, Shingo.
This is the best birthday ever, she laughed. Even if my classmates laugh at my dirty uniform, even if my ex laughs at me, it didn't affect me at all. It was all thanks to Mika. Before I knew it, I was on one knee.
Shingo?
I want you to forgive me for doing it in these clothes. Mika, will you marry me?
Jeez. There isn't any other way to propose that would make me happier. Of course I will.
Her beautiful dress didn't match the factory at all. It fluttered in the wind. Her sweet scent seemed to erase the smell of the grease. A few weeks after the proposal, I was back home for the holidays again. 10 minutes from the station by car, I got to my family home and got out of the car. Thanks for taking me. I'll treat you later. Thanked the driver. Wait, what are you doing here? Shirakawa. Terrible timing. I ran into a familiar face as soon as I got out of the car. It was Shiido Shirakawa and Kurara. The now husband and wife were there. My house and Shirakawa's were really close. It wasn't so strange to run into each other. Why are you in a suit? Are you looking for a job? No, I'm still working as a factory worker at that factory. Ha! I knew that. You look best in a jumpsuit, right, Kurara?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
Miss Ushiro was frozen. I felt like her cheeks were flustered, but maybe that was in my head. Shirakawa saw that and clicked his tongue. He glared at me. You still smell like grease in a suit. I feel bad for the suit. Also, do you guys have time to be back home for the holidays? Go to work. Why do you have to tell me that? Huh, why? You're playing dumb. Haha, you.
Shingo, what's wrong?
What? Are you Mika Suzumoto? Mika came out of the car in a nice dress. Shirakawa was her classmate too, so we knew her.
You. So it was you, the one that made fun of Shingo and stole his girlfriend. Shingo is kind, so he never told me who did it, but I see now. Shirakawa, you haven't changed. You're still competing with Shingo.
Why? Okada, why are you with the goddess? Why? Because she's my fiancée. We're going to see my parents. Fiancée? See your parents? Who? And who? Mika and I? What? Shirakawa couldn't believe that Mika and I were getting married. Mika? Why are you marrying him? He works at a factory. He smells greasy and he's not good enough for you.
Why are you saying this to me? Don't call me Mika like you know me.
What?
I know that Shingo works in a factory, so what? It's more strange to me that someone who compares jobs like you was able to get married.
Mika frowned in anger. The next moment, her face lit up.
Shingo was so cool that day.
Mika, don't talk about it. I'm embarrassed.
But you proposed to me on my birthday. When I think about the silent, stoic Shingo planning that out for me, I can't help it. And in your jumpsuit, I was so happy.
She talked about this in the car right here too. I think she's going to tell my parents the same story.
But you're in a suit today.
Why are you a little disappointed? I have to wear a suit for this.
Aw, you look different and cool in a suit too, but the jumpsuit...
I guess we were being funny. I heard laughing from the driver's seat. What? The goddess Mika fell for a guy in a work uniform? I did hear a rumor a long time ago that Shirakawa liked Mika.
Is it that important what he wears? When the time comes, he takes responsibility. He protects his work, his co-workers, and me. I love him. I love him in the suit he chose to meet my parents, the jumpsuit he works hard in, and even the pajamas he sleeps in. Shingo is the coolest.
Mika spoke loud and clear. Shirakawa had nothing to say. I pulled Mika close to me, whispered a thank you, and headed to our parents. Hey, I ran into one of your workers being lazy and taking days off. What are you thinking? I don't know about any machine troubles or what, but we gave you extra time for your sake. Shirakawa was furious. He had his phone to his ear and he was yelling.
Can I take this as you speaking on behalf of the company?
It was my factory chief on the phone with him.
I see. We need to protect our workers as well, if you say anything more.
Shirakawa inhaled deeply and tried to continue, but the phone slipped from his hands. Hey, wait! This is Aoki. It was my friend and Shirakawa's supervisor, Shuta Aoki. I apologize for my employee's behavior, sir.
Oh, Aoki, that surprised me. I didn't think you'd call me like this.
I have nothing to say. I'm ashamed to say it, but I didn't foresee that he could be this dumb. I will repay you for this myself. I will be reprimanding him properly.
You've been good to us, Aoki. I'll leave it to you.
I am grateful for your kindness. I'll be visiting soon. He was being polite to the client, but Shuta's eyes were sharply locked onto Shirakawa. When he hung up, his expression got angrier. Mr. Aoki, why are you here? This is my hometown too. Also, I was the one driving their car earlier. What? Shuta had driven us here. That meant Shuta had heard all the insults he had thrown our way. Be prepared. Shiito Shirakawa, I don't intend to forgive you. The delay occurred because the parts you ordered were the wrong measurements. I won't let you forget that. Grr, that was. You probably thought it would be fixed during inspection. That's why there was trouble during the construction. Everything had to be redone. There was machine troubles, but Shingo caught it so it was fine. We were able to minimize the delay. Tell me, why do you get to act like you're better than Shingo because of your job? Also, are you in any position to act like that to the client? You remain unfazed. I'm in disbelief. That has nothing to do with me. There's no way it doesn't. I was trying to get you removed from this project anyway, but it looks like I should take your place as soon as possible. I don't know if removing you will be enough, though. Like me, Shuta never got along with Shirakawa. Even as his boss, that didn't change.
I'm glad meeting the parents went well.
Mika and I met both of our parents. That afternoon, the two of us headed to the shrine. Both of our families were ecstatic about the marriage. We came to the shrine to celebrate that.
I don't think you remember, but I met you at this shrine when I was 5.
What? We walked around the familiar area. She spoke out suddenly.
Okada!
Miss Ushiro found me and came running. I guess she saw us walk by her house.
I'm sorry about back then. I was wrong. I married someone in a suit like my mom told me, but I regret it.
She told me that they started living with her in-laws after getting married. She hated it and was exhausted.
You always covered for me. I want you to help me take me away from there. Do not come any closer. Move! Get out of the way! I will not. You didn't choose Shingo. You chose Shirakawa. You want him back now? Tough luck. I know. You were all over Shingo after seeing him in a suit today. How do you know that? You can't get anything past me. I could tell by looking at you. I was the same when I saw him in his jumpsuit. But I didn't fall for him because of his jumpsuit. Since we were young, Shingo was always full of gratitude. That hasn't changed. He always says thanks to this. That's why I fell for him.
I opened my eyes widely. I didn't realize I always said this.
If you were dating him, you should have noticed. Not his clothes or his job, his pure heart. I know he's nice, that's why...
Miss Ushiro, thanks to you, I was able to meet my kind and lovely wife.
Okada!
I'm sorry. I can't help you anymore. The one I'm going to protect now is Mika. Also, you betrayed a lot of people. Even I can't forgive you for that. I'm not gonna praise him, but maybe you should be grateful that your husband still wants to be with you. I'll never hold her hand again. Once she realized that, she fell to her knees, sobbing. After that, Shiito Shirakawa's many mistakes and rude behavior spread throughout the office. He didn't learn from his mistakes and caused a lot of loss for his company. He was fired. Why me? Why because of that guy? He was deeply hurt that the girl he used to liked guys in work uniforms. He tried to work as a factory worker, but it wasn't an easy job for a guy with no sense of responsibility or guts. He couldn't even find a blue-collar job that he would always make fun of. I heard he's lost. As for Kurara Shirakawa, who married him and regretted it, on top of the stress from living with her in-laws, there was the stress of her unemployed husband. She was at her wit's end.
Thanks to you, I was able to grow. Even in the end, Okada was nice to me. Why didn't I realize?
She had so many regrets. She lived in hell every day. The reason she left the factory wasn't because she was retiring fruitfully.
Come on, go.
It was because she used her position in accounting to skim money from the company. She was arrested. Her motive was the stress from living with her in-laws. The police officer that brought her in was none other than Mika's friend, Kurumoto. Small world. Her in-laws hated her even more for the crime. She was a long ways away from a stress-free life. Society was tough too. She still had to pay for those losses incurred by the company. I'm sure even Shirakawa never expected the person he stole from me to do something like that.
Oh, it hurts.
When we were 5 years old, we were at the shrine for a special celebration for the 5-year-olds. Mika had tripped over her special clothes and was crying.
Are you okay?
Thank you.
You know how to say thank you. Good girl. I'm glad you're not hurt.
He pulled her up by the hand. It was my father, who had passed away. My dad was wearing his jumpsuit. He was reflected vibrantly in Mika's clear eyes. You can say it's all thanks to you.
Thanks to you?
I had forgotten, or never realized that was how we met.
Look, there's a picture from that day.
I know. I'm surprised you remember so far back.
It's a special memory. At the wedding, I'm gonna turn this story into a video.
Mika talked happily about our future. I was a little embarrassed, but it was a warm memory with my dad. I was happy. The phrase, thanks to you, has a special meaning in Japanese. Thanks to my father, those words were ingrained in me.
I'm leaving.
See you. Be careful. She's always so cute, in her jumpsuit. I forgot to mention this. Mika Suzumoto, no, Mika Okada, is not a car mechanic. She wanted to wear a jumpsuit, so she wanted to be a mechanic. People, jobs, feelings, the world is connected in ways that I'm not even aware of. Should we slice the dried bonito flakes just 1/10 of a millimeter thicker? That would bring out a richer umami.
But Chief, if we cut them too thick, we'll end up using more, which will increase production costs.
We can offset that by downgrading the mirin by 1 grade. The bonito is the star of this mensuyu. We can't compromise on that.
Understood.
I'm Shingo Anjo, 27 years old. After graduating from culinary school, I started working at a food manufacturer. I'm in charge of developing broth-based products like mensuyu. It's a challenging job that requires a refined palate, but it's rewarding.
As expected from you, Shingo, you hold firm to your standards while also finding ways to maintain cost efficiency.
If we slice the bonito thicker, the simmering time increases, which could dull the aroma. We could add more bonito afterward, but that would raise costs again. We need to adjust carefully.
If you're that confident, this new version of our mensuyu is sure to be a big hit.
The woman leaning against me is Reiko Hani. She joined the company last year. She's the president's daughter and also my girlfriend. She took a liking to me right away and kept pursuing me until I agreed to go out with her.
Hey, Shingo, we're about to hit our 1-year anniversary, right? How about I finally meet your parents?
Huh?
What's with that reaction? Are you embarrassed to introduce me?
No, that's not it. It's not that I can't introduce her. It's just, I haven't seen my parents since I graduated culinary school 7 years ago. I can't just ignore Reiko's feelings because of my own selfishness. On my next day off, I reluctantly took Reiko to my parents' place, but...
Huh? This is your family's place. I didn't expect you to be such a poor nobody.
My family runs a casual diner called Goro in the suburbs. Sure, the exterior is a bit run down, but the food is top-notch. Don't judge it by its appearance. If you eat here, you'll understand just how amazing the food is.
No way! I refuse to be with the son of some shabby little diner. We're breaking up. Goodbye.
She looked at me like I was something disgusting, then turned on her heel and left. Being dumped wasn't what hurt the most. It was her mocking my family's restaurant. After that, I stopped speaking to Reiko outside of work-related matters.
Shango, romance is none of my business, but workplace harassment is another matter.
Reiko's father, President Hani, called me to his office and accused me of something absurd. Harassment? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. My daughter came crying to me, saying you were bullying her for no reason.
That's not true. Reiko must be mistaken.
Harassment is a serious issue these days. I can't believe you don't even realize what you've done. And to think you'd harass Reiko of all people. Absolutely unacceptable. You're fired.
Reiko must have complained to her father just because she didn't like how I was treating her. But to get fired over something like this... I can't work in a company run by these two. I had no will left to fight and simply accepted my dismissal. Still, it's not easy to find a company willing to let me work in product development. I didn't have time to mope. I had to start job hunting immediately. But all the listings were for sales positions, and I struggled to find a place where my development experience could be useful. One evening, feeling drained, I stopped by a Japanese-style pub for a drink.
Welcome. Please take a seat at the counter.
The cozy atmosphere reminded me of my family's restaurant, so I ordered a beer and a few small dishes. This flavor. Excuse me. I called out to the woman behind the counter. About this simmered tofu and kimpira.
Oh, sorry. Does it not suit your taste?
No, not at all. It's delicious. It tastes nostalgic somehow.
Oh, thank you. I'm so relieved. I'm still in training, but those two dishes are my responsibility.
I see. Then I made a great choice. These are really fantastic.
That makes me so happy. I still have a long way to go, but your compliment gives me confidence.
As the restaurant quieted down, she continued talking to me between customers.
So, you used to develop seasonings, and we actually used the ones you worked on? Wow, what a coincidence. Meeting the developer in person, what an honor.
No, the honor is mine, but I'm not with the company anymore. Still, knowing that someone out there appreciates my work will always make me happy.
One day, I want to open my own restaurant. It's a long way off, but that's my dream.
As she introduced herself as Hinano Nishio, her determined eyes reminded me of my own past ambitions. I had given up, but I wanted her to succeed. After that, I started visiting the pub regularly. We had similar tastes in cooking, and before long, we hit it off. We exchanged numbers and eventually started meeting outside the restaurant. Then, one day, after several dates...
There's a place I want to visit with you. It's the restaurant that inspired me to become a chef.
Oh, what kind of place? I'd love to go. What's it called?
It's a diner called Goro. Tasting their food made me realize my dream.
The name stunned me. I couldn't believe my ears. Wait, seriously? Goro is my family's restaurant.
No, wait, what? That's unreal.
That's surprising, but thank you. If I tell my dad, I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that.
If?
Oh, well, I haven't seen him in 7 years. I ran away from home. I opened up to Nishio about everything. My childhood dream of being a chef, my father's strict training, how his skills felt so out of reach that I gave up and ran away, and how we haven't spoken since. Sorry, that got kind of heavy. It's embarrassing.
That's not embarrassing at all. But So it was you.
Huh? She smiled warmly, looking at me like she had realized something. I wanted to ask what she meant, but she continued before I could.
You're not weak. If anything, it makes sense to feel that way when you have such a great father. But deep down, you always wanted to follow his path. That's why you work so hard in product development, right? The seasonings you created, only you could make them. They carry the essence of Goro. Maybe now your father would finally acknowledge you.
Her words struck a deep chord within me, the part of me that had been running away all this time. Yeah, thank you. I think I'll go see him. Will you come with me?
Of course! Besides, I was the one who asked you in the first place.
Seeing Nishio smiling and saying I'm looking forward to it, I finally felt ready to face my parents. Maybe I'll bring some of the seasonings I helped develop as a gift. Would my father be happy? If he complimented my work, there would be nothing more rewarding. We had planned to visit my family home over the next holiday to match Nishio's schedule. Just as I was considering finding a new job before then, I got an unexpected call from my mother. Hello, Mom. I'm sorry, I haven't called at all.
That's not important right now. It's your father. Something terrible has happened.
She cut me off mid-apology with a desperate shout. My father was in critical condition. I jumped in my car and rushed to the hospital where he had been taken. The cause of his collapse was a subarachnoid hemorrhage. Even though I rushed to the hospital after my mother's call, I wasn't able to see him one last time. It was so sudden, too abrupt. That was how we said goodbye. Did I cause him stress by running away from home? Did that take a toll on his health?
Don't say something so foolish. You know he wasn't the type to dwell on things like that.
My mother was probably forcing herself to stay composed despite the shock. I couldn't say anything more. Relatives and regular customers attended, and we managed to hold the wake and funeral without issue. Nishio took time off work to attend and graciously helped in every way she could.
Shingo, can I speak with you for a moment? Nishio, you're welcome to join us too.
After returning home from the crematorium and offering incense at the altar, my mother called me over with a solemn expression.
The restaurant's building is old, and now that he's gone, I'm thinking of closing it for good. But there's something I want you to have, regardless of the shop.
Back home, my mother handed me several tattered notebooks.
These are the notes your father kept, recording every tip and technique he taught you since you were a child. After you left, I found them in your room's trash bin. I couldn't bear to throw them away, so I kept them safe.
I hesitantly flipped open the first grimy page.
I will become a better chef than Dad.
I had proudly written those words, just learning how to write, declaring my ambition. Why? Why had I forgotten?
Huh, is that so? You're going to surpass me, huh? I look forward to it.
My father's bright laughter from that day, his smiling face, which I can barely remember now, was definitely there. Dad, I'm so sorry. There was no stopping the tears. Beside me, Nishio was crying too. Mom, thank you. I'll never run away again. Nishio nodded silently. Seeing that, my mother finally let go of all the emotions she had been holding back.
That's right. Your father is surely watching over you. Do your best, both of you.
After crying our hearts out, we spent the rest of the night reminiscing about my father's cooking. Why hadn't I returned home sooner? No, why did I leave in the first place? Regrets I could do nothing about began to fade, replaced by warm memories of my father. On the way back from my family home, Nishio and I walked side by side.
Hey, there's something I need to tell you.
Tears I thought had dried welled up again. After hearing her words, I solidified my resolve to become a chef like my father. That night, the stars seemed unusually bright. Later, when Nishio asked her boss, he gladly agreed to let me train under him.
You've become such a fine chef. If only he could see you now, he'd be so proud.
It turned out the head chef had once been a regular at my father's diner. My mother even remembered him. A few years later, after his new apprentice was fully trained, Nishio and I became independent. By then, we had been dating for a year, supporting each other both professionally and personally. We got married and began preparations to open our own restaurant, a Japanese bistro called Anjo. Since I was inheriting my father's flavors, Hinano suggested using my family name. The restaurant was spacious, with a counter, tables, and private rooms. It was affordable due to its location far from the station and being a pre-owned property with minimal renovation costs. Hinano, let's do our best, for my father and for us.
It's going to be fine. Shingo, your passion will reach everyone.
Thanks to the regulars from Goro, our restaurant thrived immediately after opening. So this is the view my father saw every day? I could no longer ask him, but seeing the customers' smiles, I wondered if this was what he felt. Now that I had become a chef, I had so many things I wanted to ask my father. Hinano was always there, supporting me through my regrets and lingering feelings toward my father.
Come on, Shingo. Let's bring our best again today.
We faced challenges, but within a year, the restaurant gained popularity. Reservations became difficult, and we were even featured in the media. Aspiring chefs sought apprenticeships, and a few years later, we expanded with additional locations. Eventually, our restaurant was recognized by a prestigious dining guide, earning a coveted 1-star rating. One day, a reservation for 2 came in for a private room.
Yuji, thanks for coming with me today. This place has been making waves lately. Our company's employees were buzzing about how our sauce supplier earned a Michelin star.
I wanted to check it out myself. It's the hottest restaurant right now.
Yuji, you're just too handsome. When will you finally notice me? Shingo, the gentleman in the private room is asking to meet the head chef.
Huh? A regular?
No, it's their first time here.
Orders have settled down, so I'll go greet them.
Got it. Please take care of it.
I had no idea the woman in the private room was my ex, Reiko Hani. Excuse me, I'm Anjo, the head chef. When I opened the door, I immediately recognized a face I wished I could forget. Sorry to bother you while you're busy. It's about the food.
Wait, Yuji? That man, he's just some ex-employee of my father's company, a poor loser from some rundown diner. You made this? No wonder it tastes so third-rate. A Michelin star? Please, it's totally overrated.
As expected, Reiko raised her voice and insulted me, cutting off her companion. Huh? Wait, Reiko? You know Anjo?
Oh well, he used to work at my father's company. I saw the name Anjo, but I had no idea it was you. What happened to that rundown family diner? Oh wait, it's probably gone by now, right? Figures.
I wondered if this man was really her boyfriend. How could she talk like this in front of someone else? I was beyond baffled. At that moment, the man accompanying her suddenly changed his expression. Enough already. You're being incredibly rude. The man, who had seemed like a gentleman, raised his voice so loudly that Reiko let out a pitiful squeal. It seemed that, unlike her, he was a decent person. I had wanted to express my gratitude because the food was so wonderful, but Anjo, my sincerest apologies. No, please don't worry about it. If I'm not mistaken, you're the culinary writer Ryuji. It's an honor that you remember me, Anjo. Actually, I was a fan of Goro Anjo. You were? Yes, I visited his restaurant many times, and when I heard that his son had opened his own place, I had to come. And yet, this Reiko honey... Ryuji let out a deep sigh before continuing. Shingo Anjo is the son of the legendary god of diner cuisine, Goro Anjo. I was a huge fan of Goro's divine flavors, and this restaurant not only preserves them, but refines them even further. That's why it earned a Michelin star, and yet you, the daughter of a food manufacturing CEO, can't even recognize that? Pathetic.
That's...
Reiko, who had been bright red with embarrassment, quickly turned pale. Ryuji was not only famous for his looks, but was also highly regarded for his refined palate and extensive knowledge of ingredients. His influence in the restaurant industry was significant, and having both him and my father praised in the same breath was a true honor.
Pardon my intrusion.
Before anyone realized it, Hinano had appeared at the private room's entrance.
I heard that a representative from the food company was here, so I thought this was a good opportunity to say something. I apologize for speaking up in front of the esteemed Ryuji, but I must address you, Reiko honey. Yes? Your company's seasonings have clearly declined in quality, so we're terminating all contracts. This applies not only to our flagship restaurant, but to all affiliated locations as well. Please be informed. What? Your company unfairly dismissed our head chef. Even so, we continued purchasing your seasonings. Do you know why? That was just Shingo feeling guilty, wasn't it? I mean, he was fired for a reason after all. Don't be ridiculous. Guilt? You just cried to your daddy with fake harassment claim.
Back then, Hinano had said she had something important to tell me. What did you want to talk about?
Remember how I told you that your father's cooking inspired my dream? His food was so special to me. That's why for a while I was a regular customer. The more I visited, the more I wanted to know. I finally mustered up the courage to ask him to teach me. And those 2 dishes you praised, those were the ones he taught me.
This dish is special to me too.
Special?
Of course. After all, it's made using my son's meticulously developed seasonings.
So my father wasn't angry with me. When my mother casually asked me about my job, I told her about my work in seasoning development. She must have shared that with my father, and he not only acknowledged my work, but also incorporated it into his cooking.
We continued purchasing from your company because those seasonings carried Shingo's passion and effort. But now, whether due to cost cutting or something else, your products have strayed far from the flavors Shingo created. You took Shingo's greatest gift and treated it carelessly. Ending our partnership is only natural. That can't be!
Oh, and by the way, we haven't forgotten about the wrongful termination either. Once things settle down, we'll be pursuing legal action through a lawyer. Your company's collapse is your own problem, but make sure you're ready to pay the damages.
No, wait, Shingo!
A Michelin-starred restaurant cutting ties across all its locations. That'll make for a juicy article. Ryuji chuckled, but Reiko was too devastated to even protest. The core products of the Hani company were the very ones I had poured my heart into developing. With Ryuji's article going viral, the company's reputation plummeted, and sales nosedived. We need to ramp up production of the original formula immediately. Without it, we have no future.
Why can't anyone recreate it? It's just some stock. It
should be easy to copy.
Even with data, they lacked employees with the skill and palate to bring it to life. There was no budget left for research either. With no way to recover, Reiko's family business was ultimately forced into bankruptcy. With stable revenue from both our main restaurant and branch locations, we finally embarked on our original plan. We renovated my family home to create a comfortable living space for my mother while preserving the old storefront. There, Hinano and I would open a small diner, just the two of us.
Are you sure about this? Wouldn't it be better to open somewhere with more foot traffic?
What are you saying? This place is our origin. There's no better location than here.
From the beginning, we always planned to create a restaurant of our own right here.
No one knows what the future holds, who we'll meet, who we'll lose, and what lies ahead. But as long as we never abandon our dreams, our possibilities remain endless. Welcome! Even now, I continue chasing after my father's greatness. Maybe I'll never catch up. But that's okay, because as long as I keep striving, I'll always have a reason to give it my all.